Progress. Okay, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Apologies to the live guys. There was a slight mishap this morning with vehicles, but anyway, we're here. Okay, first thing that we are going to do, we're going to posture up and we're going to clear our mind a little bit. So the rope runs through the top of my skull, down to my tailbone. It's attached way up there. It pulls up, okay? From there, as I inhale, I'm going to open my palms. I'm going to breathe into my belly. So the actual point that I breathe to is just above my belly button, between my belly button and my solar plexus there. So I push that point forwards and let my hands come back. And then on my exhale, backs of the hands together, collapse the shoulders, collapse the chest, and let the rope just sag. So I inhale. And I exhale. Now we get philosophical with it and do the mental exercise. The mental exercise is I inhale the light and I exhale the shite. Okay, so whatever crap is bothering you, just fucking blow it away. We'll pick it up after. So inhale and I exhale. Lovely. We'll expand on that movement now. So inhaling, I'm going to drive my hips forward and my hands back. Exhaling, I'm going to sink my upper body down. Sink, not push, right? So inhale. And exhale. You think of those, one of those inflatable things outside the American Walmart kind of deals where they blow up and then they flop down. That's the kind of approach, right? So big inhale and a big flop. Fabulous. Okay, looking into our neck. So we're going to systematically work through the joints of the body. We're going to start off with the neck, looking to my left and my right. What am I after here is a pain-free full range of motion. So I'm not looking for pain issues and problems, but I will take note of them, all right, to figure out what I need to stretch a little bit more later. Then I go up and down. And then I circle forwards. So chin to shoulder, or sorry, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Sorry, now I'm just going to press that button. Morning, apologies for the delay. That's it, lovely. Okay, so ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. And then chin to shoulder, chin to chest, chin to shoulder. So I'm looking left, looking down, looking right, looking down. So soft, gentle, easy movements, a pain-free full range of motion. So that's the neck. We get into the shoulders and do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to do all my wheels, my great big circles around. Nice, loose, gentle, easy movements. Back the other way. Oh. That's it. So you feel a little bit of sort of clunking and clicking and stuff. Don't worry about that. I sound like a bowl of fucking Rice Krispies some days, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to open and close now. So when I open, I drive my chest forward, thumbs back, palms up. And when I close, I collapse my chest, thumbs down, palms out. So I inhale, exhale. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to wring out my shoulders. So right hand is up, left hand is up. My right hand rotates and my left hand turns the other way. So I'm rotating like I'm wringing out a tea towel. All the way around and all the way around. So it's like a screw thread, I suppose, and following the action. So I twist and I twist. Twist and twist, twist and twist. Shake that out for just a second. Loosen that out. We're going to repeat that, but this time my head is going to follow the movement. So as my thumb turns up and back, my head turns towards it, and the same on the other side. So I'm turning my head with the movement. Okay, now I'm going to turn my head against the movement. So you'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the muscles between your shoulder and your neck, your traps there get a little bit of a twist. The deltoids get a little bit of a twist, nothing major though, okay? Cool, loosen everything out, shake it all out. So there's a little bit of loosening coming into there now. Into the elbows, so I'm just going to reel in. I'm going to speed back out. Into the wrists, rolling one way. And rolling back the other way, and then I'm just going to shake my fingers, just loosen everything up. Okay, so we did neck, shoulder, elbow, wrist, finger. We go into the spine now. So I'm going to continue with the earlier exercise. Hips forward, reaching up, inhaling, exhaling now, front, middle, back. You don't have to touch the floor. You just have to reach to the front, reach to the middle, reach to the back. In through my nose, coming up, out through my mouth, coming down. No. From here now, I'm going to go in a circle. So I'm going to go all the way around and all the way down, and then I change direction. All the way up and round, all the way down, change direction, and change direction once more. Lovely job. Okay, hands on the outside of my legs. I'm going to reach as far down my right leg as I can and as far down my left leg as I can, but all in the plane. I'm not leaning forward to do this. I'm just staying all in the plane. So my shoulders are in the same line as my feet. No bending forward. Okay, now I'm going to add the other hand. So it rotates, thumb forward, palm up, and push my hip in the opposite direction. So I go 1, 2, and you hear my voice kind of strain at the end there. That's the pressure on the diaphragm. So we kind of want that. We want to stretch everything out on one side and collapse it all down on the other. Lovely. From here now, I'm going to look behind me. I'm going to look left until I can see the right. And I'm going to look right until I can see the left, or at least the best I can. So if I could do the exorcist, I would. Well, I could do it once. But after that, it doesn't function anymore. So I'm going as far as I can. Okay. All right, now we're going to do the sort of power version of it. So I let my heel turn, and turning my hips flop my arms. So my arms are dead, but when I turn my hip, they flop. They flop, they flop, and they flop. So that closes the hip a little bit and twists the spine completely. Bit of a dynamic twist on it. So I can throw my hip and let the hands flop out. Beautiful. Hands on the hips, hip circles. Excuse me. As big a circle as we can. So now I'm going to go as far as I can to the front, as far as I can to the corner, as far as I can to the side, as far as I can to the corner, as far as I can to the back. You get the picture. As far as you can, all the way around. And then change the direction. Fabulous. Feet together. Knee circles one way. And circles back. Good stuff. Standing on my left foot. Or right, I don't really care. Chin up now. I have a really bad habit. When I teach, my head goes down to look at what I'm doing. I gotta stop doing that. So I want to stand square. Standing on my left foot, right foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat that 3 times. Roll it one way and roll it the other way. Lovely. Switching over to the other foot. Now, if you pick a visual target slightly higher, like the top of that window frame, it'll just lift your chin and you'll find your balance just settles a bit better. Yeah, if you need to put a finger on the wall, do so. Just don't grip onto it. Roll it one way and roll it the other way. So just an interesting one on balance. If you are struggling for balance, if you just put a fingertip on something, proprioception takes over. You don't need to drop all your weight in. Just a fingertip. Because all it'll do is it'll give you a reference point in space that's fixed. You have a fixed reference point in space, your body knows what to do for the rest of it. Okay, from here, I'm going to lay down on my ass. And I'm going to spread eagle just completely flat on the floor. Kind of snow angel position. Okay, first what we're going to do is I'm going to look down. So keeping my head, the back of my head in contact with the floor. We're not pressing it in. I look down at my feet. And you hopefully should feel the spine shift. That the weight goes to the upper spine and away from the lower spine. Now we reverse. We start to look up. And hopefully the spine starts to shift the other way. You feel the shoulders coming up a little bit and the lower back is pressed into the floor. So let's go back and forth between those two. Looking down, looking up. Now I'm moving my head and my neck, but I'm not actually intentionally moving the rest of my body. It just kind of does what it does to accept that movement. My gym instructor calls it cogs because one cog turns the next cog the opposite way. Lovely. Okay, relaxing there now. From here, I'm going to do the same exercise on the hands that we did standing. So I twist this one, and that turns that one. And I twist that one, and that turns this one. Really easy now. Fantastic. Okay, from here now, I'm going to put my feet together and I'm going to point my toes as far south as I can. I'm going to put my hands together and I'm going to point my hands as far north as I can. I'm going to get maximum distance between my fingertips and my toes, okay? From there now, I'm going to lift up my right, or sorry, before I do that, just to explain what's going to happen next. For this exercise, we're going to be dead from the waist down. So you draw a line across your belly button. Don't use the muscles above that line for the first part of the exercise. So I'm only going to use my lower body to do this action. My right leg lifts up, points straight up, and my right leg goes as far to the left as I can, and it drags my body over so I end up on my belly. Okay, so it's just a spinal relaxation exercise. Now my right leg goes all the way back and it reaches until I get dragged back onto my back again. So you're getting that twist in the lower spine. That's what we're looking for. Same thing on the left. Foot comes up, reaches across, and it drags me onto my belly. And then it goes back and it drag until I flop onto my back. So the flop is the important part here. You're looking for the maximum twist in the body and then let the flop take over. And that's really going to pull, just loosen everything out. So remember, our goal today is this is a relaxation approach. We're not forcing anything here. All right, we're going to do the inverse of that exercise then, which means that the legs aren't going to do anything. I'm only using muscles above my belly button. So I lift up my right hand, point it up. Now my arm is not heavy enough to drag my body over. So my head and shoulders are kind of going to go with it. So I start bringing my right arm to the left and my head comes up. And I'm going to reach like I'm trying to grab something on the wall over there. And it's going to create that twist that flops me onto my belly. Then I reverse it, reach back, reach, and lock onto my back. Okay, now left hand, same shit. Reaches, reach, and flop on the belly, and coming back, reach, and lovely. Okay, for this one, I'm going to lay on my side. My knees go together. My two hands are going to go together here, and they're pointing just kind of like my hands would be waist high if I was standing. I'm going to try and keep my knees down, but taking my hand that's on top, in my case, it's my left hand, and I'm going to keep it in contact with the floor. I'm going to go as far around as I can until my knee starts to come off, and then I'm going to go back. Okay, so it's a sideline kind of rainbow. So I bring my hand all the way around. As soon as my knee tries to come off the floor, I just reverse. We go 3. As soon as the knee tries to come up, we reverse. And 4. And back. Last one. Lovely. Okay, switching over to the other side. So I just do exactly the same exercise. Going to the other side. And it goes around all the way. And back. All the way. Just 5 times. Back. So just breathe in, keep it in contact with the floor. The second the knee leaves the floor, that's it, rewind. And this is, I leave my 5th one. Don't forget I'm shit at counting. Okay, chill out there for a second. All right, feet flat on the floor, knees pointed up. I'm going to lay down on my back, okay? When I do this exercise, it's the breathing exercise. When I do this one with the kids, I put a focus mitt on their belly. And their job is to inhale through their nose as deeply as they can to lift that focus mitt up as high as they can, just using the muscles in their belly. So they inhale, lift it up. And then they exhale and they try and get it as close to the floor as they can. So they get their sort of spine flattens out into the floor completely. So it's really, really slow. I find it easier to close my eyes for this one, but that's up to you. It doesn't really matter. It's a huge inhalation. And a huge exhalation. One more, your own time. Fantastic. So chill out there. We're going to get up in a second. We're not going to move quickly from this position. There's no point in like doing all that and then jumping up. You want to move kind of slowly now. Just when it comes to that breath, I like the 7-11 pattern for recovery breath. So if I'm doing like a really heavy session and I'm sparring and getting my ass kicked or whatever it may be, right, that I'm really, really out of breath. If I exhale for 7 beats and I inhale for 11 beats, then I breathe normally for a couple of breaths and then I repeat that. It's one of the quickest ways I've ever found to calm my heart rate down. Okay. And that's what I look to do if I'm sparring or if I'm doing some sort of heavy engaged activity. I need to settle. The quicker I can recover, the better I'm going to be. So I want to recover as quickly as I can. So if you can practice your real emptying of the lungs and the real refilling of the lungs, it gets more oxygen in the blood, calms the heart rate, turns on the parasympathetic, turns off the parasympathetic, turns on the sympathetic nervous system. The other way around. It drives up the parasympathetic nervous system and drives down the sympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is cortisol, adrenaline, and all the shit that amps you up, which we need when we need to run faster, fight harder, do angry shit. And the parasympathetic system is for everything else when we want to, digest food, relax, grow, all that stuff. Okay, Fit for Life, that is your lot. Fit to play, we're going to go through the NCT. So we'll go up into Cesar, all in our own good time, gentlemen. Don't panic here at all. So I'm going to sit back into Cesar as best I can. From there, I want to try and get used to Cesar as much as I can. So I try and drop my shoulders down and back and let this settle. Right now, my left knee is resisting the movement. So I'm just going to kind of try and relax it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is drop my weight down and back onto my hands. And I'm going to let my shoulders go down. Some people will be able to get their shoulders to the floor, some won't. Then I come forward, hands in front of me, drive my head to space. Back, so you bounce 3 times for everything. So I go back, and I come forward. That's 2, and this is number 3. I go back, and I come forward. 3. Okay, next one from here now. My weight goes onto my hands, so I come forward onto hands and knees, activate my toes, and I lift my knees up and lift my ass up nice and high. Now driving my heels towards the floor as best I can. Right hand to left ankle, left hand to right ankle. Now drop the hips forward and look up. And reverse 3 times. That's 1. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot, hips down. That's 2. 1 more. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot, hips down, look up. That's 3. Lovely. Go back into Cesar now. So my knees drop down, turn my feet to inactive, sit my ass back into Cesar. Okay? Now I'm going to go onto 1 foot and 1 knee. I need to adjust my trousers to do this. So what I do is I lift that knee and just pull here, because we're going to stretch through the groin. You don't want the trousers to restrict the stretch. So I drive that knee forwards, and then I come and I sit back. I have to use my hands on my left side to get there, but if you don't, just use your hands. Brilliant. Forwards, and back, and forwards, and back. When you come back, just try to pull your toes up towards your nose there. All right, this time, hand on the knee, hand on the ankle. Pull your heel up to your butt, driving your hips forward, Raise the hand, and reverse. Sit down, toes to nose. Forward, this is 2. Through, let's try and see it better. Sitting back, toes to nose. And this one is 3, hand on knee, hand on ankle. Heel to butt, drive forwards. And that's your 3, okay? Switching to the other foot. Same deal. Okay, this way for you. So again, I always have to adjust my trousers. I have to pull my knee and just pull that out there to get a bit of slack in here, okay? So I bend the knee forwards, and then I'm going to sit back, pull my toes up to my nose, and knee forwards, sit back, toes to nose, bend my knee forwards, sit back, toes to nose. Now, hand on the knee, wrap the ankle, heel to butt, drive forwards, lift the hand, and reverse. Again, 2. It's awesome. That's fucking brilliant, dude. Back. 3. Michael, I am genuinely impressed.
Now I've got my back.
Well, yeah, but it's fucking. I'm impressed. Well done. Okay. Right, next one then is the last part of this exercise. My two hands are going to go in a line with my front foot. In this case, it's my left foot. Now I'm going to go active on the back foot, but I'm going to bring the back foot far away from me as I can. So I'm looking to maximize the distance between my rear heel and my front knee. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of rock forward and back in that for a second so you can feel the stretch through the groin. We're going to try and get the body used to that. Now I've got my left foot in front, so that means my left hand is the closer hand to the foot. The hand that's closest is going to come out and look up. The trick here is the rotation of that foot to the outside edge so we stretch through the glute here. So I've gone from here, I go to here like this, okay? So from here, I'm going here. Then I come back up. Now, this one kind of foxed everybody the first few times, so I'll go through this kind of slow. I lift my front heel up. Okay, I have to adjust my hands a couple of times to do this. Now I'm going to rotate so that both feet are facing this way. I've got a bent leg and a straight leg. What I'm going to do is, as I plant the heels down, I'm going to sit on the bent leg and point the toes of the straight leg up. Okay? From there, yes, weight on your knee. That's it. There you go. Beautiful. Now, from there, I'm going to lunge to the straight leg. So the straight leg becomes, you're good. Go back to where you were. That's it. Now go and lunge that side. That's lovely. Okay, so two hands in a line with the foot. Same thing on the other side. Now my right foot's in front. So my right hand comes up and I rotate to look up, which puts the outside edge of my back foot, my left foot, flat to the floor. And then I rotate back. Now I go up onto the balls of the feet. And I rotate around. You guys? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm in my Cossack lunge position here. All right, so bend that right leg there. That's it. There you go. Hands down. Okay. Now I come through to this position here. So I'm in a lunge now. So we're back to where we started. So we've done the same thing both sides and go back to where we started. So I rotate and I rotate back. Then I go on the balls of the feet. I twist into a Cossack and I come through into a lunge. Okay. The last one now. Rotate back, twist into the Cossack and through into lunge. All right, guys, chill there. That's today. Take her easy. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Squats and kettlebells tomorrow. Later, taters.